Hey, what's up, MLB fans around the world? This is Mark Spencer. I'm back again, and you know, you love inside information. Being an insider, whatever. I know it's the off season. I know it's the off season in Major League Baseball, and over the years I've done a lot of these trade rumors, and there's no doubt in my mind that we've seen some big movement in the last few days. I can actually confirm, pending a physical, with Derek Jeter is officially going to sign a 3-year deal, probably worth about $51 to $60 million, and he's going to be there till he's 39. I mean, that's amazing. Derek Jeter. I mean, this guy is the greatest Yankee, probably one of the greatest Yankees of all time, up there with the Joe DiMaggios, the Bernie Williams, the Babe Ruths, and never mind Reggie Jackson. He is Mr. Yankee. He's been there from the beginning. I really thought he would go to Detroit. But yet again, sometimes I'm wrong and sometimes I'm right. And that's what happens in life. Sometimes you're going to be right and sometimes you're going to be wrong. But sometimes you really feel that you think a guy should go back to a team where he began his career with. And I felt he should have. But, sometimes that's not going to happen all the time. And I think in the end, you just got to take what you got. People nowadays make tough decisions, and for Derek Jeter, it wasn't a tough decision, and he's playing somewhere where he belongs. In life, you want to be somewhere where you count, or whatever. But I think in the end, this was a positive move for Derek Jeter, and this is a very important move for the New York Yankees going forward. I don't think they're going to get Cliff Lee. I wouldn't be surprised if Texas signs him, and that'll probably be a 5-year deal. Around $175 million. That's my guess. And it's going to be sick money. It's going to be around the same type of money CC Sabathia got. And I think this is going to be a pretty big deal in the end. So we'll see. I mean, I'm looking forward at the trade that's going to involve Adrian Gonzales going to the Boston Red Sox. Right now, the reason the deal hasn't been officially done is right now they're going through a physical, and he's going to get a long-term contract extension from the Boston Red Sox. And it looks like it's going to be around $185 million over 6-7 years. So it's going to be Mark Teixeira type, CC Sabathia type money. Well, pretty much Mark Teixeira, because that's where the comparables are with Adrian and Mark Teixeira. So that's what I'm getting. So that's just the cell phone. No, I haven't talked to anyone on the phone or anything. I mean, this is how I get my information. I just go on the internet just like everybody else. I've been watching some baseball programs and listening on the radio and stuff, and listening to ESPN and MLB Network. And, I've been hearing so-and-so. I read some things Peter Gammons was saying, as it gets close to the winter meetings, you're going to start to see some more big deals go through. Yesterday, the St. Louis Cardinals just added a new left fielder, former first baseman, Lance Berkman. Wow. Now look at their lineup now. They got Pujols, they got Holiday, and they got Lance Berkman, one of the former Killer Bees, the former Houston Astro. It didn't really work out in New York. I felt he came alive in the playoffs for that team, but, Lance has kind of been hurt by injuries the last few years, but now I think he's on a team where they look good. And they didn't just stop with Lance Berkman. I mean, a day before that, they added Brian Talent, the former Toronto Blue Jay, a big left-hander, the 6'7" giant that can throw a pretty hard fastball, changeup, and a curveball. And you think about their lineup now. They got some pitching. If they can add a couple more arms and maybe one more bat to this team, anything's possible. And the former San Diego Padre, Miguel Tejada, has signed with the San Francisco Giants just after Juan Uribe got a 3-year contract from the Los Angeles Dodgers. So Uribe is going to be moving to second base, and Miguel Tejada is going from third base to shortstop on a permanent basis with the Giants. And the Giants made 2 more bonus signings. They brought back both Aubrey Huff and they brought back Pat Burrell. And I think these moves are going to be exciting moves for the fans in these 2 cities. I think right now, the way I look at the situation in Major League Baseball, it's getting dicey. These teams want to win the World Series. More than ever before, you're starting to see teams spend money they never thought they would spend before. This morning I was reading on the internet just now on MLB Daily that the Toronto Blue Jays have some serious interest in Zack Greinke. Well, I think Zack Greinke is going to be the most sought-after pitcher after Cliff Lee signs with which team he signs with, either the Rangers or the Yankees. And I think he's going to be probably – I think the Royals could get the most for this guy. I don't think they're going to trade him to the Blue Jays, even though the Blue Jays could probably send him some top-of-the-line prospects. Maybe if they send Kyle Dre back to the Royals, I think this deal's a possibility. Because don't forget, the Royals did trade off David DeJesus, and they got a young prospect back. And I think that was a good move. DeJesus didn't have a great year for Kansas City last year, but I think next year he'll have a better year for the team he got traded to. So we'll see what happens. Looks like Bronson Arroyo, just getting this off the ticker, has signed a 3-year contract extension with the Cincinnati Reds. I don't got the details on how much money he got signed to, but I think it's around $30 to $40 million over 3 years. It's a pretty big contract. I think Bronson Arroyo had an amazing year last year. He had a pretty good ERA, wins. He didn't give up too many home runs. He got a few strikeouts. He was pretty dominant at times. And this is a big move for the Reds. You have Joey Votto. I mean, this guy won the MVP this year. He just had a monster year. And I was just reading something that he said he was shocked the type of money that Troy Tulowitzki, don't forget, Troy Tulowitzki just signed a 10-year contract extension with the Colorado Rockies to 2020. Wow. I mean, when he gets out of that contract, he'll be like 40 plus. Pretty amazing, how these guys are getting all these huge type contracts. I remember when Mike Hampton and Danny Nagel both got some big type contracts back in the past. Were they actually worth those type of contracts? That's another thing. And then I remember Todd Helton, he got one too recently in the past too. And the Rockies were interested in Lance Berkman, but Lance Berkman chose to go to the Cardinals. I think it was a better move for Lance Berkman, but I think Colorado is going to be a player this offseason. They lost Jeff Francis, let him go, but they're going to be looking to get some pitching. And that's the word on the street, and that's what I'm hearing. And we will see what happens. Anything's possible in this game. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. This is Mark Spencer for MLB Trade Rumors for November. My bad. Again. Oh, actually, no, November. We're in December. For Sunday, December the 5th, 2010. So long. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.